What's up, guys? I'm coming back now because we got another update. So for today is Friday, April 17th. Looks like it's been out for about an hour now. I had to take care of some stuff, so now we're getting the video out. Looks like we got a new event. So instead of the dungeon event, we have a field event. So the current EXP taking event in the Cascor, Navarra, and Knowles Waste regions has ended. So if you had a chance to take advantage of that, no longer. Some limited time merchant sales. All limited time merchant sales are offering a 30% discount. Oh dang. That means you can start buying up all of that wonderful, wonderful unbinding scrolls for 700 or 70,000 seeds now. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That means that we might actually see some in the market for less than 100k. Maybe even like 90 or so, just to make that little profit margin. The taming event, which is what we're going to be streaming up today. Success rate for taming has been doubled. So yeah, I've heard a couple different numbers for this. And I haven't confirmed it yet, but a lot of what people have been saying is that you get a 5% chance to have a potential taming, and then on top of that, if you use the whistle, then you get an extra 2 or 3%, and I haven't confirmed which one it is, but there's been experienced players for taming in both sides of it, and I've had some say 2, some say 3, so either way, it looks like we're gonna have a lot better chance to be able to tame some beasties. So I'm personally going to go for elephants, because being an infant on an elephant is pretty awesome, and I would love to experience that. So we're going to go with that. Gathering event. So increase the amount of HP from gathering by 50%. So instead of 20% healing, you're going to get 30 unless you have equipment that buffs that. Mining will now grant HP for gathering. Yes! And then new, logging will now grant HP as well. They do write a disclaimer, since you do have 5 times with it, they're going to split that HP up. So you're going to gain the same amount as if you were gathering, it's just going to be split up between 5 times. So that's okay. I'm still waiting on a update to increase the gathering that you get for logging. Because until then, I'm not ever going to do it. Mining and gathering have scrolls to increase the gathering output, so there's really no need for me to do that. Crafting event EXP. So if you guys are wanting to try to get your levels up, and if you haven't gotten them up, now's the time to do it. Now is definitely the time to do it. Or you could use this time to get some gear that increases your gathering rate, because then what you can do is you can get it to a point, and I think it's around 50 or 60%, where you can gather and then get hit by the monster, but then go and gather and recoup the HP loss. So then that way you can just run around the monsters, collect, get hit, run, collect, gain HP, get hit, collect, whatever. If you get fast enough, then you can just collect, move, collect, move, collect, move, collect, move. But yeah, getting all the gear together, especially at the higher portions and the food and all that, it might be kind of tough. So, but if you're going to buy it from the market, or if you're just planning on doing some crafting, grinding, this is the time to do it, because all of the events will end on the 21st, which is going to be the Tuesday. Which means that they're probably going to end it at 10 a.m. right before the next update, so be sure to get in there. Some of the fixes that they've done is improved game stability, ... whatever that means. Some of the known issues that they still have yet to complete are the arena challenges state that users receive 2 to 3 items reward, but can in fact receive up to 4. If you do experience this, take a picture of it. I need to send in a couple pictures myself. But as long as you get 3 items, 3 of the total numbers that you can see, as opposed to 4. So if you get like an equipment piece, green armor, and 2 blue armor, that's 4 items. So if you get like equipment piece, green armor stone, and then like blue armor stone, that's 3 when you should be getting 4. That's the time that you can send in the ticket, and then they should, so long as you're doing it right, get an extra chest to recoup that loss of items, because that's how they're most likely going to try and give you back the loss from their error, is give back some items. I think depending on the chest, they'll also give a sealed chest key, not one that you can sell in the market, but the ones that we were getting daily for last week's event. So be sure to look at how many items you're getting in boxes and make sure that you are getting the appropriate amount, because you could get compensated for the ones that you are missing. Then they're still having issues with the blue buffalo. I feel like this issue has already been dealt with. I've looked in there and I've seen the blue buffalo, so I guess for some accounts it's not yet there. Locked gear still being able to use as repair. So I guess this is fine for right now, because what you could do is you could just lock the extra pieces that you're going to be using to upgrade or enhance your equipment. That way you don't accidentally sell it in the marketplace. Because I've noticed that if you lock it, it doesn't show up as an item for you to list in the marketplace. So, I mean, it could be useful for that way, but if you're trying to save it and you're upgrading another item, then yeah, it might get used, so be wary of that. Equipping multiple pieces for the reputation gain doesn't stack. Daily reset times are currently displayed incorrectly, and then players unable to delete the cosmetic, which we're still having an issue with. Other issues that they should be concerned about, I don't know, devs, if you're watching, but you need to fix the composite birchwood bow exploit. Okay, you're using armor fragments to upgrade your main weapon, and it's also using a lot less seeds, like 20k instead of 50k to get up to legendary. I mean, it's just insane. Archers right now, if you find a composite birchwood composite bow, whichever way it's worded, get it now and get it to mythic. I mean, why not? You could even potentially get a birchwood composite bow, identify it, see if the runes are good enough, and if the roll is good enough too, then you just get it up to mythic and then sell for like 1 million star seeds. So it just depends on how lucky you can get, because you might be wasting that amount of star seeds to make it, but there's always that possibility of just doing it that way. So you could even take a risk and just take it to the unlicensed enchanter, try it that way, but that's like the biggest exploit that I can think of at the moment. Outside of that, there's the ancient chest glitch that's still in effect, so there's all that jazz. The other new thing is that we have these new costumes and mounts. So there's another one that's just like this, only it's black, which I think looks a little bit better than this one, but this one goes with the armor pieces. The headgear is amazing. It's amazing, but the cost for them is pretty high. So the warg mounts are currently 2,000 lumina, which is about average for the mounts, and then the costume is 2,500, which I don't necessarily like this part of it, but the headgear, oh man, if I could just get the headgear, I'd be set. So maybe I just might buy that from the market a little bit later. The other thing I wanted to reiterate was the development roadmap, which is particularly exciting for me. So we're going to get new skills here next month. So in May. There's also going to be new union rewards at merchants. The arena and battlefields update. So hopefully PvP will be fixed again. Be fixed and good. New elite dungeons. So be sure to get your level up in this field event. Doesn't sound like you're going to be doing too much, but if you're going to be farming animals for taming, then pop an EXP booster. Then in July, Oh, we're skipping a month. All right, June, July, 3 months. We have new quests in Timeless Jungle and Zenkala. Booyah! Finally get to go into that region. Then we have the summer event, celebrate the season of the sun. So there's probably going to be special mobs or different crusade events or something like that, I would imagine. More elite dungeons, and then a guild system update. So we'll finally get guild systems in 3 months. Hopefully they can try to move this up a little bit, because I know that guild systems are starting to become more and more important. And if we can use in-game systems as opposed to Discord, I would be much more appreciative of it. I've already got kicked out of Serenity because I just wasn't into Discord as much. Then in September, 5 months away. Right, I'm counting that right. We're in April. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 4.5 months. 5. More Union quests. Yeah, my favorite. Union quests give you so much experience, and it's good, sweet loving. New elite layer, boom layer, not dungeon layer. Arena and battlefield updates, so hopefully more rules changes, more things to make it solid and better. In case the other changes from a couple months from now need some improving. New quest in the Ivory Dunes, question mark, exclamation point. New blessing skills, booyah! New crafting system, because this weekend everyone's just gonna max out on everything, right? I'll finally max out probably my potions, because there hasn't been a need to before, since there's not really anything to level up to. Level 9, I'm just at level 7 or 8, I think. But yeah, then also, just as a extra reminder, link your account. If you're starting up like a new game or whatever, and you need a mount, and the rares aren't doing it, the uncommons aren't doing it, just go straight to Mythic. Grab this guy. He may look a little bit weird. He doesn't have a good taunt. He kind of just like growls and sniffs the ground a little bit. But he has 3 charges for running, which means you can explore even better. Look how confident this guy looks. Look at that. If he had boobs, he'd be confident woman, but he's not. So he's just confident male. This guy's confident too. He's growling, looking sweeter. But I mean, it's easy. There's no confirmation. You just put in your email, put in the password, bam. Insta, epic, mount. All right, guys. Again, all this can be found on the wonderful Bless Unleashed website. And then from there, if you want, you can sign in and do all that, pajama bottoms. Otherwise, you just go to news, and then all the updates are here for you to read over. In case you wanted a better or more in-depth reading of what I gave you, but it's pretty much just right there. Outside of that, thank you, Spotify. And the songs were at the bottom there, so give credit where credit's due. Other than that, I'm going to probably start streaming here in the next 10 minutes until about 1:32, so we're only doing like a couple hour stream, and then I got to get back to some homeworks, but I want to do some of the taming in the new event, so yeah, I'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching. Go in peace, bro.